2024-2025 Honors Banquet. We are here to celebrate the outstanding academic achievements of our students and recognize the dedication they have shown throughout the school year. These honorees have worked diligently to earn a place on the A honor roll, and we are incredibly proud of their efforts. We also extend our sincere appreciation to the parents, guardians, and families of these students for their unwavering support and encouragement, which have played a vital role in their success. Again, welcome. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Naziah, and I'm this year's 8th grade valedictorian. On this day, we celebrate all of our important achievements and significant milestones. I would like to say that I'm so proud of everyone that is sitting in this room with me right now, as I know it took a lot of hard work and dedication to get here. This year, we were faced with many challenges, whether it be in academics or social. Though challenges persisted, we had the help of our teachers and families to help guide us through all of our challenges. This year was filled with many emotions as we experienced how to navigate through 8th grade. Whether good or bad, we overcame it. I would like to thank all of my teachers for having the patience and giving me the support needed to keep me going throughout the school year. Also, I'm grateful for my family for being there and making sure I stay consistent with turning in my assignments. To the class of 2029, we have shown what it means to be successful, making an effort, demonstrating courage, and persevering through all of our challenges. Success is not just about earning perfect grades. It's about learning and asking thought-provoking questions and understanding that as we learn, we also grow. Take a second to think about the journey that brought you to this moment. As we get ready to close this school year, let's recognize all that we've learned to help us succeed as we approach our high school year and beyond. Envision the greatest possible outcomes out of our school career. In honor of today's program, let's remember that success is something that we create and celebrate each and every day. Let's continue to work relentlessly and strive to be the best human possible. Your 8th grade valedictorian, Naziah. Thank you. Now, our speaker for tonight is Ms. Jada Roberts, founder of the Start Talk.
Good evening, Greenway.
Good evening.
Can we give these honor students a round of applause? All right, now we could be here tonight celebrating anything else, but the fact that we are here tonight celebrating your children and their hard work and their dedication, I think that deserves a better round of applause than that. Okay. I just want to thank Ms. Gardner for trusting me with this assignment. I want to thank the parents, the legal guardians, the grandparents, the aunties, the uncles, the family friends, the family that helps be the village for these children. I want to thank the teachers, the educators for the roles that y'all have to play inside and outside the classroom. And like they say in the church, I'm not going to be before you long. I'm going to be very brief. As a matter of fact, I can go ahead and tell you my subject matter. My subject line is, don't stop your shine. Don't dim your light. Now, if you know me, you know that I'm 24 years old. I've been blessed and honored with the opportunity to travel all across the country, outside of the country, with some of the most profound speakers, with a lot of multimillionaires. I have a business. I've been able to scale my business. And a lot of people see that light part. They see the good things going on, but they don't know about the Jada that was in the dark for a moment. They don't know about the Jada that didn't know about her purpose, about her life. They don't know about the Jada that had to dim her life. So for a moment, I'm about to be vulnerable with you if you let me. Now, if y'all know my mama, Miss Roberts, shout out to the mothers out here. Happy belated Mother's Day. My mother is an educator. Growing up with an educator, y'all, wasn't that easy. You get to play the regular games, but you also got to go in there and play the educational games. You got to make sure you know your ABCs, your ZYX. You got to know everything from front to back. And I was really big on education. But by the time I got to middle school, I had endured a lot of things when I was younger. I had endured some trauma that was starting to come back to me. I started getting bullied in middle school, and I no longer cared about my work. I didn't care about getting A's and B's. I didn't care about being on honor roll. I didn't care about getting all A's. I didn't care about making my mom proud anymore because I got stuff going on at home. So why am I showing up to school like I care about science and math when I got other things going on? Why am I coming to school acting like I care about English art when I'm in a dark place? Why am I coming to school acting like I care about PE when I got depression taking over me, when I got pain going on in my heart, when I got pain going on in my mind? And when you know you have emotional pain, it's not like no physical pain. I can't go home and put no Band-Aid on this. I can't go home and wash this with peroxide. I had stuff going on and I didn't care about school. So from the ages of 8th grade to 10th grade, I didn't care. I was doing what I wanted to do. I got kicked out of everything. I was no longer an honor student. I got kicked out of beta club. I got kicked off of the cheerleading team. I almost got kicked out of school. Like, I just got kicked out of everything. And I remember my 10th grade year. I was sitting here in my room, in a dark room, and I was looking at my report card, because of course, y'all, I was getting C's and stuff. And I saw that my GPA was like a 2.3, a 2.4. It was something real low. I was trying to hide it from my mom, but it was real low. And I felt like the biggest failure in the world. Now, if I can be honest, this might not be good, but I probably wouldn't have felt like a failure if I knew I tried my best and still had a low GPA. Like, if I knew I was coming to school doing what I had to do and still had low grades, I probably wouldn't have felt that bad. But I felt like a failure because I knew I was operating and being a failure. I knew that I wasn't coming to school. I knew that I wasn't doing my work. I knew that I wasn't going to class. I knew that I was skipping school doing things that I had no business doing. And I realized the legacy that I'm leaving at school is the girl that shows up with all the energy but don't do what she got to do in class. I realized that the legacy that I was leaving at school is the girl that don't know how to pass the test, the girl that don't act like she doesn't know how to read. And I realized in that moment, my light clicked, my light switch clicked. When I go around and I travel and I talk to students about being a star, because I go by the name of Jada Star, I feel like all of us have dark moments. All of us have dark times. But it's in those dark times we shine brighter. It's in those dark times when we know our purpose. You know, stars are shining in the sky right now, but we don't see them. We only see stars when it's dark outside, meaning that you don't really even get to shine with that purpose until the dark times try to cover you up. So the first letter in STAR is S. And I tell people the S stands for switch it up. I say poorly practiced patterns is preparation for poor progress. That was really a bar. I'm about to say it one more time so y'all can catch it. Poorly practiced pattern is preparation for poor progress. Meaning if you're doing the same thing, you hanging out with the same people, you're going to get the same results. You see, we live in a world now, we want something different, but we want to move the same. So when I was in 10th grade, I said, nah, I want different. So I started hanging out with the honor students. I started hanging out with the AP students. I started studying. I was no longer doing the things that I was doing, and I knew I wanted better for myself. So by the time I got to 11th grade, all my students were dual enrolled students. All my friends were dual enrolled students. So I'm like, okay, if they can do it, I can do it too. At the time to be a dual enrolled student, you gotta take tests. Of course, y'all, I wasn't the best test taker. I was a little smart, but I wasn't the best test taker. I took the test and I failed. I wasn't mad. I went back with the AP students. I'm like, can you help me study for this? I went back, I took the test, I passed. I had all my stuff. I went to Albany State 3 days in a row trying to get enrolled as a dually enrolled student. And Albany State said, you are amazing. You are a great student. We see your hard work, but you can't come here. Your GPA is low. We don't know what you was doing in school. Can you imagine how crushed I was? How many times we try so hard to do something and feel like we got pushed back 10 times harder? But I didn't stop there. The second letter in STAR is T. I tell people the next thing you gotta do after you switch up, you gotta talk. You gotta utilize your resources. People aren't in this building for no reason. I went back to Westover and I told one of the counselors what happened. A counselor that wasn't even my counselor. And as I'm sitting there talking to her, she just writing down on her paper. I'm like, see, nobody cares about me. I'm about to go. Before I walked out her room, she gave me the note. She said, take this to every teacher that you have for the rest of the day. You're not going to class because today is the last day you can enroll into Albany Technical College. I went to Albany Tech. I was a little depressed, but I was like, okay, God, like you made a way, we're gonna be here. I went to Albany Tech, and like 3 hours before it stopped, I got enrolled. And in those last 2 years of being a high school student at Westover, I was also a dually enrolled student at Albany Technical College. bringing up my high school GPA from a 2.3 to a 3.45, having a college graduation GPA as a 3.7, being a high school student in a college National Honor Society, and being the only high school student to get awarded by a college for her work ethic and her success. So if I don't know if that's not a bounce back, then I don't know what it is. Because that was hard, that wasn't easy. But I'm not telling you students, I'm not telling you this story to brag on me. I'm telling you this story to brag on what can happen for me. You see, in that moment, I didn't know what kind of power I truly held. I didn't know what kind of light that I truly held. And I want you to know today that you're sitting in these seats because you have a certain type of power. You have a certain type of light. And I want you to keep shining that light. I could sit up here all day and tell you that you're on the right path, never give up. But the truth of the matter is, sometimes the road is going to get hard. Sometimes you're not going to feel like doing it. Sometimes you're going to feel like quitting. Sometimes your peers going to get on your nerves. Sometimes you're going to want to fight. Sometimes you're not going to care about what your mama or your teacher say. Sometimes that depression is going to try to come. Sometimes that anxiety is going to try to come. Sometimes that trauma and that pain is going to try to come back. But let me tell you, tough times don't last. People that endure them do. And the fact that you're sitting here in these seats show that despite of everything that happened this year in 6th grade, and 7th grade, and 8th grade, what's going on outside of the classroom, you still made it your business to come to school and do your work. So let's give them a round of applause for that. You are a star. You have a light. Don't dim your light for anybody. Don't conform to the world, and don't stop your shine for anybody. That's Jada, and that's my time. Thank you.
Following students have a cumulative average of 90 or above for the 2024-2025 school year. DeAndrea Brown, Gloria Casarubias, Shamari Jones, Tamiria Mitchell, Pinterest Oxford, Christopher Snell. Josiah Diaz Morero. Josiah is the salutatorian for 6th grade. Sixth grade valedictorian, Corbin Doherty.
Good evening. Parents, students, family, friends, administrators, and staff. The following students have a cumulative average of 90 or above for the 2024-25 school year. These are the 7th grade honor students. Number 1, Kibriana On. And she'll tell you I just pronounced it. Aiden Buchanan. Talia Jones. Jacarius Kimbrough. Naziah Price. Kalia Perry. And she is also our salutatorian. And last but not least, our valedictorian, Azaria Green.
Good evening. The following students have a cumulative average of 90 or above for the 24-25 school year. And these are my 8th graders. Khalil Williams, she's also a salutatorian. And our valedictorian for the 24-25 school year for 8th grade is Ms. Naziah Harvey.
Good evening, everyone. I'm here to give out the 6th to 8th grade Fit Georgia Awards. It consists of the top 2 male and female athletes that come, well, not athletes, I'm sorry, students that come and do the Fit Georgia. It consists of the cardiovascular workout, which is the patient test, push-up, sit-up. Y'all was in middle school before y'all remember this test. For 6th grade, I have have Mr. Jacorian Lewis. And for our female 6th grade is Alize Torres. And for 7th grade, our male student is Monterius Holmes. And our female student is Khalil Perry. And last but not least, 8th grade, we have Mr. Jacobin Lawson. And for our female, we have Demaya Lung.
Good afternoon, everyone. My task tonight is to present our most improved. This year, we started this last year. Each faculty member, actually was given an opportunity to recommend a student who is, or who they thought was most improved. It's our way of saying, we see you, we notice you, that the things that you're doing are not going unnoticed. So you might not be here because you have a honor roll, but the purpose is to keep striving, okay? You've already set the stage for that. When I call your name, please come forward, and each person that was recommended actually has a reason for why they recommended this person for most improved. Jaden Harris. He's recommended from Mr. Sheffield, most improved in social studies. And Mr. Sheffield says, this kid came to me at the beginning of the year stating he wasn't good at social studies. Now he has the map skills and he can read maps. Carmelo Johnson, most improved in science, and this is from Mr. Holloway. A big shout out to Carmelo Johnson for being one of our most improved students in 6th grade science. Your hard work and persistence turned uncertainty into confidence, and your success is proof that growth is a journey worth taking. Passion Lewis. I recommended Passion for most improved. I would like to recommend Passion Lewis as a student for the most consistent behavior for the 2024-2025 school year. She is a 6th grade student who has a very responsible attitude throughout the day. She is so mannerable. There hasn't been a time this year where she has fallen out of character. She is a good morning, yes ma'am, and thank you kind of girl. And those golden nuggets sometimes seem so rare in the students we experience each day. I want her to know that these are valuable traits that can propel her far in life. So keep that special sparkle in you, Passion Lewis. Ontario Marshall, most improved in science. Congratulations to Ontario Marshall for being named most improved in 6th grade science. Your curiosity, effort, and growth this year have truly stood out. You've shown what's possible when determination meets opportunity. Well done. That's from Mr. Holloway. McKinney, Oxford. Most improved in behavior. Ken has made significant progress with his behavior since my return to the classroom in December. He has become more focused, remaining in his seat and completing his assignments, a significant improvement from his previous tendency to wander and refuse tasks. His progress reflects a growing commitment to his education, and I am so proud of his efforts. This is from Ms. Sheffield. Christopher Snell, most improved in social studies. Also from Ms. Sheffield, Christopher has shown notable improvement in social studies this year. He is especially fascinated by maps, realizing the vast amount of knowledge available about the world. His curiosity and eagerness to ask questions enhance his understanding and the discussions in our classroom. Way to go. Kaden Streeter. I'm going to still acknowledge Kaden. He's most improved in math. This comes from Ms. J. Weston. I would like to nominate Kaden Streeter for the most improved student in academics for the 2024-2025 school year. Kaden has shown remarkable progress this year by working hard, seeking help when needed, and shifting his focus toward achieving better grades across all subjects. His dedication has truly paid off, as I've seen significant improvement not only in his grades, but also in his attitude toward learning. Caden's determination and effort have made a huge difference, and I couldn't be prouder of how far he's come. He truly deserves to be recognized for his growth and commitment this year. Jermaine Williams. Jermaine Williams from Mr. Holloway and also from Mr. D. Sheffield. He's most improved in science and most improved in social studies. We're proud to recognize Jermaine Williams for his incredible progress in science this year. Your willingness to ask questions, engage deeply, and push through challenges has made all the difference. Keep reaching for the stars. That's from Mr. Holloway. And Mr. Sheffield, at the beginning of the year, Jermaine had trouble focusing and completing his classwork. Jermaine has crossed many hurdles to get here. Now he's become an overachiever, excelling and improving, reading comprehension skills and in math skills, and literacy skills across all standards. I chose Jermaine Williams for most improved behavior because at the beginning of the year, he was being isolated from class, getting break and lunch detention, receiving SIRs. I know you've heard about SIRs. Since then, he has buckled down and started trying to get his classwork done. Jermaine deserves recognition for the progress he has made in stopping to think before he reacts, and that's from Ms. Huckabee. Kimarian Jackson. Most improved student from, several people there. We see you. Okay, most improved student from Mr. Sheffield. Kimarian was one student who didn't show much interest in school during the first 9 weeks. Since then, he has bought in and started attending school on a regular basis. Currently has a B average in my class. He works well when he's in class. I've rarely had to criticize or critique him about the quality of work he's turning in. Coach Watson, I would like to nominate Kimarian Jackson for both academic and behavior. Kimarian has done an entire 360 with his academics by making B honor roll. And he has stayed out of trouble versus last year, where around this time he had multiple referrals over the school year. He has really stuck his head in the booth and out of trouble. I am extremely proud of his turnaround. Ms. Huckabee, I chose Kimarian Jackson for most improved in academics and behavior because he has literally made a 180-degree turnaround in his approach to school. Kimarian attends school regularly, has started speaking in class to teachers and peers alike, tries sometimes to participate in class when asked a question, does his classwork, and mostly turns in homework, and has been more respectful to teachers and classmates. On the academic level, Kimarian has made the B honor roll and strives daily to do his work. He also made gains in STAR reading and STAR math as well as the DRCE, and that's from Ms. Huckabee. Graduation coach Laster, Kimarian has been improving in attendance and his grades throughout the year. Kimarian has improved his attendance since July 2024. He has 11 absences this year, and he had no absences in March through April of 2025. Kimarian passed all classes during the third 9 weeks, passed all classes during the fourth 9 weeks progress report period, and he's working toward completing and passing the second semester. From Jay Weston, my selection for most improved student for both academics and behavior for the 2024-2025 school year is hands down Kimarian Jackson. Kimarian's growth this year has been nothing less than amazing. He demonstrated a new level of focus, maturity, and accountability for his behavior. This year, he exceeded his expectations and often outperformed his peers. He has come a long way and truly deserves this recognition. And also, from Ms. Cooper, Kimarian was reluctant at the beginning of the year to complete his work academically as well as follow guidance from adults by showing respect. He is now coming to class prepared and sitting down, completing his work. His behavior has changed positively to display effort and willingness to follow the rules set, as well as showing respect for adults. And lastly, from Ms. Furlow, Kimarian has made incredible progress in ELA this year. He started out struggling with his grades and behavior, but he has truly turned things around. Now he's a strong B student and participating more in class and sets a great example for others. I'm so proud of how far he has come. He truly deserves most improved. And in his absence, I would just like us all to give him a round of applause. Corday Basin. Corday Basin, most improved in math. Corday Basin has demonstrated notable improvement in 7th grade math this year. He has shown increased confidence when approaching math problems and is more willing to participate in class discussions. Corday has made steady progress in mastering foundational skills such as operations with integers and solving one-step equations. With consistent support and accommodations, he is completing more assignments independently and showing growth in problem-solving strategies. His positive attitude and perseverance have contributed greatly to his academic development in math, and that's from Ms. Jordan. Zakiria Blackwell, most improved in math. Zakiria has demonstrated impressive growth in her math skills. She can now correctly order numbers from 1 to 30 without relying on her number chart, a significant leap from her previous ability to only count and order numbers to 10. And that's from Ms. Sheffield. Come on up, Tim. Give another round of applause. Michaela Garrett, most improved in science. I chose Mikayla because initially in my classroom, she faced challenges with confrontational behavior and displays of negative attitude. However, after a breakthrough, she has emerged as a leader in the classroom, positively influencing her peers and maintaining focus on tasks. Her progress over the year has been remarkable, and that's Ms. Stewart. Ariana Jackson, most improved in math intervention. We're nominating Ariana Jackson for most improved behavior in math intervention. Ariana has required far less redirections and has even begun to self-redirect when needed. She now stays focused and engaged on the computer program, and that's from Ms. Lumpkin and Ms. M. Price. Braylon Jones, most improved in social studies. I've seen Braylon growth and maturity as the school year has progressed. Braylon has improved how he responds to redirection, has been completing assignments on time and in class, and asking for help when needed, and that's from Ms. Dyer. Again, from Ms. Stewart, most improved in science, we have Kamarje Jones. I chose Kamarje because he has shown significant improvement over the past year, not only in his scores, but also in the quality of his work. He's transitioned from a lack of engagement to demonstrating a strong commitment to his studies and a desire to achieve. DeQuante Kelly, most improved in ELA. DeQuante Kelly has been selected by me to receive the most improved academic award for my class in 7th grade ELA. This is from Ms. Smith. He exemplifies the true spirit of an academic scholar. He strives for excellence in any assignment that he is given in class. He is an avid reader. He always seeks knowledge and information. He is thoughtful, appreciative, and respectful while in class. Having him as my student this year has been enjoyable and a welcome breath of fresh air. And Curious McDaniel. Most improved in math. This is from Ms. Jordan. And Curious McDaniel has demonstrated a significant improvement in 7th grade mathematics through enhanced problem-solving skills, increased confidence, and consistent academic growth. Initially, Curious faced challenges with multi-step problems and applying mathematical concepts to real-world scenarios. However, through dedicated effort and the use of resources, he has developed a stronger grasp of key mathematical concepts. Good job, Curious. Ryan Rogers. Ryan Rogers has most improved in science, most improved in social studies, most improved in math, most improved in math intervention. I chose Ryan because the beginning of the year started with challenges related to distractions and off-task behaviors. However, as the year progressed, he demonstrated notable growth by improving his focus and finding a better balance between appropriate conversation and concentration. That's from Ms. Stewart. Ms. Dyer says, Ryan has been consistent in taking pride and responsibility for his work and makes the effort to stay on top of his assignments. He's organized and does not let anyone get him off task. I'm very proud of Ryan this year. He has also been a great leader in class. From Ms. Jordan, Ryan Rogers has shown meaningful improvement in his behavior during 7th grade math class. He is more focused and engaged during lessons and has been following classroom expectations more consistently. Ryan demonstrates greater self-control, especially during group activities, and responds more positively to redirection. His willingness to participate appropriately and his respectful interactions with peers and teachers reflect his progress. This positive change in behavior has contributed to a more productive learning environment for both Ryan and his classmates. For Ms. Lumpkin and Ms. Price, we are nominating Ryan Rogers for Most Improved Academics in Math Intervention class. Ryan has worked really hard to bring his average up. He got more comfortable asking for help when needed. He also took the initiative to work beyond school hours. Let's give him a round of applause. Zane Salmon. Zane is most improved. Zane has made a great change in self-control, ensuring he completes assignments in class, as well as controlling his behavior even when his peers are off task. Zane has also improved in group assignments, working with others, and taking leadership roles. That's from Ms. Dyer. From Ms. Huckabee, I chose Zane Salmon for Most Improved Academics because he has made great strides toward keeping his grades elevated this year. He also made gains in STAR Math. Jameer Young, Most Improved in ELA. This is from Ms. Smith. Jameer Young has been selected by me to receive the award for the Most Improved in Behavior. Jameer Young's attitude and behavior has improved greatly during this year. He is polite, smiling, and greeting me with good morning every day he enters class. He has no problems following rituals and routine. Michaela Brown, from Coach Gibbons, Michaela is the most improved in science. Michaela is known for a bit of a bad temper. This year, when he came, he was still playing around and not taking school seriously as he should. I had a conference with him about his behavior and that he had to improve in order to do some of the school activities he wanted to participate in. Michaela began to noticeably behave better in the hallway and class. With that, he was able to participate in football and track and field this year. I am proud of his positive change also. That's from Mr. Gibbons. Cortez Calloway, most improved in math and most improved in ELA. Ms. Kidd says, Cortez has shown improvement in his grades, solving complex problems as well as an increase in class participation. He has demonstrated a willingness to engage with challenging material and a persistent effort to master difficult concepts. Cortez's growth in math is commendable. Continue to strive to achieve your goals. From Ms. Gooding, Cortez has made great strides in managing his actions and making positive choices in the classroom. He demonstrates respect towards his teachers, contributing to a productive learning environment. His efforts to stay focused, follow directions, and demonstrate RAD behavior has not gone unnoticed. I am proud of Cortez's growth and look forward to seeing him continue to develop into a strong leader. Felipe De Leon. Most improved in science from Mr. Gibbons. Felipe is a quiet student that can go unnoticed. He did well the first 9 weeks and slipped badly the second 9 weeks. By the third 9 weeks, he had brought his grade up. He also stated to me that he was going to try and make a 3 on the GMATs. Well, Felipe did what he said, and he got a 3 on the GMATs. I am proud of him. Jakeisha, Florida. Most improved. From Ms. Cooper, Jakeisha is a quiet, hard-working, dedicated student that strives to complete all assignments with superior grades. She just chooses to be the best version of herself that she can be. Jakeisha exceeded all expectations with our Georgia milestone testing. She was given a challenge and she took the challenge. And she too she took the challenge and she exceeded it. That's from Ms. Cooper. From Ms. Washington, Jakeisha continues to show growth academically. She works hard achieving her goals and takes her academics seriously. She strives for excellence in every task put before her. Let's give her a round of applause. Ashton Jones, most improved in ELA. From Ms. Gooding, Ashton has demonstrated remarkable growth in his academic performance this year. He has made a strong effort to complete assignments on time and stay focused on tasks. He consistently asks thoughtful questions to deepen his understanding on topics, and I am proud of your progress this year, Ashton. Xavier Kennedy. From Ms. N. Price, most improved in social studies. At the beginning of the year, his behavior in my classroom was terrible. He loves to negotiate and have the last word. I moved him near my desk the first 9 weeks, and he made a huge turnaround. Jamari Lawson, most improved in science. From Ms. Sheffield, Jamari's enthusiasm for science is genuinely inspiring. He has shown an impressive interest in understanding the states of matter, and his engagement in lessons has noticeably increased. His curiosity and eagerness to learn make him a standout student in science. Let's give him a hand. Zion McMillan, most improved in math. Come on, Zion. Zion has demonstrated remarkable improvement in math this year. She approaches the subject with greater enthusiasm than before. Can y'all see it? Often solving integer problems quickly and accurately. Her confidence and skill in math are apparent, making it truly exciting to watch her showcase her talent. Let's give Zion a hand. That's from Ms. Sheffield. Ziana McMillan, most improved in math. Ziana has demonstrated a remarkable improvement in math. She showed a strong work ethic and a cheerful outlook towards problem solving. Ziana's dedication to understanding complex concepts is truly commendable, and her growth in math skills is a testament to her perseverance. That's from Ms. Kidd. Let's give her a hand. Travion Peterson, most improved. Travion returned from the alternative school in April 2025. He was in alternative school since November 2024. I had suggested that he shouldn't return to middle school, but he felt he was ready. Since returning to the middle school, Travion passed all his classes and has only one absentee. Travion still calls the alternative school. Oh, this is important. Travion still calls the alternative school to make sure that the 8th grade students complete their work. Travion made a 2 on the science portion of Georgia Milestones, and he was incredibly pleased that he had done well. Travion has made me a believer because Travion stayed positive and he's working hard to continue on the right path. He follows the dress code as well as other rules. Please keep up the good work. And that's from Brad Coach Latin. Estella Phillips, most improved in social studies. This is from Ms. N. Price. Estella has improved tremendously since the first 9 weeks. She volunteered a lot with reading aloud and classroom activities. She accepted constructive feedback and made changes as needed. Good job, Estella. Cody Porter. From Ms. Washington, most improved in ELA. Cody continues to show growth in his decision making. Cody will walk away from situations that exhibit the wrong behaviors. Even when situations arise, Cody will express his feelings to a teacher or administrator to calm down instead of confronting other students. That shows growth. Jamari Reed from Ms. Sheffield, most improved. Jamari has shown impressive progress in her mobility while using a wheelchair. She can run further and feed herself with less mess, and she is more aware of her surroundings. Jamari's determination and independence demonstrates her potential for future achievements. Good job. Kyrus Roberts, most improved. From Miss Washington, Kyrus is a thinker. He takes his time and analyzes his work before submitting answers. Kyrus loves to read, which contributes to his awesome research skills and study habits. Good job, Kyrus. Kaden Strawberry, most improved. I am nominating, this is from Ms. White, I am nominating Kaden Strawberry for most improved for behavior. It may seem odd to recommend Kaden for improved behavior as he has consistently demonstrated positive behavior throughout his time at our school. Reflecting on his journey from 6th grade to 8th grade, I am impressed by the remarkable growth he has shown, particularly in his confidence and social engagement. As a 6th grader, Kaden was more reserved, often quietly participating without seeking much attention. Now, as an 8th grader, he has become more outspoken in the classroom. He actively contributes to discussions, shares thoughtful insights, and engages enthusiastically with both his peers and teachers. His growth reflects not only increased self-assurance, but also a genuine commitment to being an active and supportive member of the school community. Jayla Widget. Most improved ELA, and this is from Ms. Sheffield. Jayla has shown remarkable overall improvement in communication and social interactions. Despite being nonverbal, she has developed effective ways to express herself. One of which is through a unique greeting Ms. Blackman and I have been teaching her, waving her hand to her forehead. This gesture shows her ability to acknowledge her teachers and classmates, as well as her growing confidence in engaging with others. And that's from Ms. Sheffield. Let's give her a round of applause. Let's give all of our recipients a round of applause. I would like to leave you with this thought. That means that you need to keep striving. We're not asking you to be perfect, but we are asking you to always do your best. Someone's out there watching, okay? And if they're watching you, guess what? They might decide, okay? Our hope is that they decide to do the same thing that you are doing. So congratulations to all of you, and keep doing your best. Thank you.
What a reach, scholars, please come forward. Reach Georgia is a mentorship and scholarship program that provides financial support needed to graduate from high school, gain access to college, achieve post-secondary success. Upon successful completion of the program, qualified students earn a $10,000 scholarship towards the cost of attendance at a Hope-eligible post-secondary institution. To be eligible for the Reach Georgia program, a student must currently be an 8th grader at an eligible Georgia school in a participating district, demonstrate and provide proof of financial need, have proven legal status in the United States, have demonstrated the support of a parent, legal guardian, or other caring adult, have good attendance and behavior, have grade reports reflecting at least a 2.5 cumulative grade point average in core courses, have a crime and drug-free record, have the academic potential to graduate high school with at least a 2.5 Hope calculated GPA. The students you see standing here this evening meet the qualifications and were awarded this $10,000 scholarship. They signed their commitment forms on December 4th, 2024, and today we would like to present to them with a check reminding them of the scholarship they received in middle school. Our REAP scholars for the school year 24-25 are Nicardia Bogan, Javian Dawson, Naziah Harvey, and Demaya Lumpkin.
Good evening. My name is Corbin Norton, and at this time I'd like to say thank you to our distinguished guests who have come to help us celebrate this momentous occasion in our middle school years. If you are a parent or guardian to an honoree, stand, please. Thank you for being here. Let's give them a round of applause. If you are a member of our local board of education, please stand at this time. Thank you for being here. Let's give them a round of applause. If you are a local county or city official in our community, please stand. Thank you for being here. Let's give them a round of applause. Last but not least, to the staff of Terrell Middle School, please stand. Thank you for all you do. Let's give them a round of applause. Thank you all again for coming. Have a great day.
$6:56, 1 hour. Doing good. Good evening again. I would like to thank the VAL and the SAL, 8th grades and 6th and 7th graders. Thank you. I would also like to thank our dynamic speaker for the night, Ms. Jada Roberts. Please come forward. On behalf of Principal Gardner and Terrell Middle School faculty and staff, just a small token of appreciation, because you could have been anywhere else, but you came tonight. Thank you. Congratulations to all of the honorees on a job well done this year. Thank you, parents and guardians, because again, we cannot do this without you. Thank you for working alongside us and not against us. I really do appreciate that. A challenge to my 8th graders. If you notice, I know you noticed, elephant in the room, we only had 2. We only had 2. We need to push our 8th graders, because I have more than 2 honor graders, more than 2 honor students in 8th grade. I need the parents to step up and help. Those kids need to be sitting on that stage in 4 years. It need to be so full that the people on the stage need to sit on the floor. And that can be done. Challenge to my 6th and 7th graders. I challenge you to strive to continue to be honor students. There's nothing wrong with being an honor student. It'll keep the money in your parents' pocket, because you can get an academic scholarship. Everything does not have to be athletic. You can get an academic scholarship, and parents can keep their money in their pockets. Okay? Your child can do this. Trust me, they can do it. I want to leave you with this poem by Walter Winkle. It's called Thinking. If you think you're beaten, you are.
If you think you dare not, you don't. If you like to win, but you think you can't, it is almost a cinch that you won't. If you think you'll lose, you've lost. For out of the world we find success begins with a fellow's will. It's all in the state of mind. If you think you're outclassed, you are. You've got to think high to rise. You've got to be sure of yourself before you can ever win the prize. Life's battles don't always go to the stronger or the faster man or woman. But sooner or later, the man who wins is the one who thinks he can. Change your mindset, students. I want to thank you. I want to thank you for your presence tonight. We do have refreshments for you to go, pick up your refreshments and leave. But again, I want to thank you. AP Cove, will you please come say grace for us?
Thank you, parents, for coming tonight. And again, please, let's give a round of applause to everybody that received the award. Let us pray. Our most gracious Heavenly Father, I just want to thank you for this day. Lord, I just want to thank you for blessing us with this opportunity to celebrate these young people. Lord, I just ask that you be with us as we leave. Bless this food to nourish our body. Bless the hands that have prepared it. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. We'll start on this side. We're going to go around the doors to the back cooler back there, and then on the way out. So we'll start with this row first. This side.